Hey there, welcome to my chaos. Ignore the mess behind me. My father passed away just a couple of years ago. His condition had been slowly progressing over the course of 20 plus years. It was finally too much for him. I was sad and I miss him, but I had been prepared for that eventuality for some time. He passed shortly before I got to the hospital that day. When I walked into the room, the head of the bed was raised up and his chin was to his chest. I remember thinking that he looked exactly like he used to when we were young and he would fall asleep watching golf or bowling on a Saturday afternoon. Kind of an interesting memory to come up at that point. I was lucky to have him as part of my life for almost 55 years. He was fortunate to see all of his children happily married and successful. Watch his 5 grandchildren grow up and see a couple of them married as well. And best of all for him, he got to meet and know 5 wonderful great-grandchildren. In those 55 years, I have a lot of memories of my dad, but there is one that I would like to share with you. It may not be 100% accurate in the where and when, but this is how it lives in my head. My parents had left the town where we grew up shortly after I graduated college, leaving them empty nesters. In a single conversation, I said, "Mom and Dad, I'm getting married." They responded with, "We're moving to Chicago." The move wasn't a surprise, but the timing was. It was an interesting afternoon, to say the least. But that's not the story I want to tell. My father loved to sing. Not like me, I sing in the car while doing things around the house, whatever, wherever, whenever. Dad never really did that. He preferred to sing in public. In college and probably in high school, he was a member of the Glee Club. He was in the choir at church. He probably played a big role in our church having a choir in the first place. And he even sang with a barbershop chorus for 3 or 4 years. My parents were down for a visit one weekend. Dad was still able to stand and walk at the time, only using a cane occasionally. We all got together on Sunday and went to the church that not only did our family regularly attend, but also my father helped establish. It had been a long time since my dad, my brother, and I had gone to church together, and I knew this might be the last time that happened, so I felt the weight of it. Near the end of the service, we started singing one of the songs that was in my key, that we all knew well, and that we could really belt out. As the song neared the final chorus, the crescendo began to build, and right at the peak, it happened. The voices of my father, my brother, and I mixed together in familiarity and resonated together in one of the most beautiful sounds of my life. I surrendered to it and drank it in as the crescendo eased and the song finished. My heart was filled and my spirit lifted. This was a moment that had occurred innumerable times in my life, but this one reached deep into my soul. It fed me something to hang on to in the times that I'm missing him. Be real, be true, be kind, and happy Father's Day.